Yeah. Glitch the guarantee. E&E. With your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no grace. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no dates. Fuck around and end up gone. You getting misplaced. E&E, the shit that I claim, you dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I've been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough, you need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy. When it's sick of me, I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers, infill cups of Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through transparency. Heard they self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never, like glitch the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn the page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the scene, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Putting fire on the track, now it's bubbling. Put your boys, E&E, you in trouble, kid. At first 100 mil, you can double it.
Let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. It's automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Blow sick, corona, jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shining king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more to measure. Shave the extras, that's business. Started feed street blues, what I talk, royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind, knows the gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra real, firm, gully mountain shit. Couple hot shots, turning to frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane outside. The little J gon' take over with my time side.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we beg your pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look mean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you was asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pulled the jokers out the deck. Yeah, there ain't no laughing. And CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chicken. Something about the BBS when the sun is hitting. Should be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Y'all know y'all tapped in, tuned in to another episode.
What do Elma, Jimmy, and Marcus have in common? They all grew their businesses with Fiverr freelancers. Whether it's for building a new e-commerce store, seeking marketing or business consultation, boosting performance with a variety of AI services.
Had a conversation, man.
Glitch
Gotta happen.
guarantee.
Gotta tap in with the brother, your brother, because I gotta make this damn thing.
2020 got me seeing so
Told y'all.
clear.
I told y'all. I mean, when this
Get
first
your
happened,
boy
I'm gonna get a tab after we get this. Snapchat right there, cooking the
Motion glitch.
Still your stuff engineer.
We cool, nigga. This is the cool. We on the rise now, middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling haze, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
Yeah, we stay ballin'. Like it's not my sporting. Ball looking for the fall in. Soldiers all fall in. And we go all in. While we listening to all in. While you all talking. We smoking and coughing. Till we land in the coffin. Glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, this that bullshit. Killing in vain is vanity. Yeah. Do it again, it's insanity. Yeah. Nauseous a real vigilante. Yeah. Killing these kids is plan B. Hood is too hot with an antifreeze. Yeah. Blowing on leaves in these plenty trees. Don't break the code, this family. We cutting off legs like amputees. My flow is classic, antique. Yeah. Freaking the beat, is it Japanese? Yeah. Ever our cook is a masterpiece. Yeah. When money talkers, we Guapanese. Fire and flame is from gasoline. Passing my sons, that's a legacy. Study the gang, how they testing me. Yeah. They dropped the ball, man, that's incomplete. Beat them so bad, make them retreat. Yeah. All of these gems you can retweet. Yeah. Play with your boys on repeat. You pay the price with your receipt. Yeah. Below $1 million, flipping it. Yeah. Everyday noise get sickening. Trying to flip bills to trillions. Turning these good girls to villains. Lyrics is sick. Butcher shit. E&E clip what we represent. Put it on wax like a candlestick. We move with units and measurements. Cooking it up in the lab. We just performing experiments. Since I'm the bomb atomic, these rappers out of my element.
We on the rise now, middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling haze, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin'. Like we sponsored by Spalding. Ball looking for the fall in. Soldiers all fall in. And we go all in. While we listening to all in. While you all talking. We smoking and coughing. Till we land in the coffin. Glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, this that bullshit.
Glitch, nigga. Perfected my flow. If I'm on the track, then you know it's a go. The guarantee, nigga, and I guarantee treat the gas like the Clippers. You know I'm a choke. Only exotic when blowing the smoke. No one ahead of me. I got the recipe. Do this shit easily. This is my destiny. Sick throwing lobs. I'm dunking on everything. Niggas is sick, and I got the remedy. What I prescribe is extra artillery. Get in my zone and start going berserk. I'm feeling like Clay when he went off for 60. With the bullshit, swear to God you can miss me. Best friends with the money, Aaliyah and Missy. I come from the bottom, to try me is risky. Throwing this K like that bitch is a frisbee. Real talk, let me lock in, show these niggas what I do. Axe Rain, I be standing next to players too. Front line shit, nigga, I'm the fucking truth. Top 6 ever of the 5 in my group. Niggas still bang top down in the coop. Put your boy up and we coming for the loot. E&E shit, we the best, yeah, it's true. This the guarantee, nigga, this is what I do.
Yeah. Like I said, y'all already know. Tap in. Come out. Tap in. Yeah, man. Oh, we about to have a conversation for sure. You know, I got the emails. You feel me? I got the DMs, man, and here we is, man. We definitely about to get straight to it, Jack. What's good with everybody, man? Beautiful afternoon on this Friday. This Friday afternoon. Right? Cassie is a nice looking broad, though. I will give her that, though. She's a very beautiful woman. I got to give it to her. Right? I got to give it to Cassie. She is a very beautiful woman. Right? Right? We're going to keep it 100. You feel me? Like, it is what it is, man. Nick Pope, what's happening? Right? Tanika, what's up, baby? How you doing? Right? Cassie is a bad bitch. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all, man. She is. Always has been to me. But and this goes into stuff I've been telling y'all for years. It's like literally been saying and telling y'all for years, man. When this first happened, right? I can remember He said he had her doing it, then she started like it. No, he ain't have her doing nothing. She came in with the shit, willing to do it. I'm not a person that automatically assumes that every chick is a victim and I know broads, man. I know how a lot of y'all get down. I know nasty broads. That's with the shit. That's just nasty. Y'all girls out here eating dudes, booty hole and everything now. Cassie came in already freaking. Diddy ain't teach her nothing. She was with it. Anything she didn't already know, she was willing to learn. And I think from her testimony that all of us have been seeing, all the text messages and like to say that this chick is a victim in any way, out the booth. No victimhood here. And I remember when this first happened, I, like others, was saying, bitch ain't no victim, man. She ain't no victim. Right? One thing that I'm gonna always give this chick credit for, though, right? I'm gonna always give her credit for being smart enough. Now, I don't know if this was her own volition, her own inclination. I don't know. Maybe she had somebody advising her. I would suggest what I just said versus the latter. I think somebody was advising her, right? And she waited until the statutes of limitations were exceeded before she either made statements or agreed to make statements in the event that Sean Combs was to be taken down, like how all the rest of these dudes get when they get too big and try to do stuff like buy out DeLeon from Diageo. No, nowhere near a victim, Nick. None. Zero. No victim. Cassie was with the shits. She loved it. She couldn't wait to do it. Right? She anticipated it. She participated in it. She made it happen. She facilitated it, orientated it, sequestered it. What's another word I could use? Acquired. Her marriage, man, dude, a sucker. Her husband is a sucker. Her husband a sucker for even marrying her. Listen here. I wouldn't dare marry a chick that was close to Diddy like how she was, knowing the stuff I know about that nigga. Hell no. Right? Her husband looked like a straight square from Delaware, white Y, whose parents is probably pissed as fuck at their son for marrying this goddamn Puerto Rican chick. Right? Whether she was scared to go is irrelevant. You know, you can't be a willing participant coming in and for years on end and then at some point decide that now you're being victimized. No. That'd have been like me telling the goddamn judge, like, man, I was in the streets, man. You know, said I had to sell dope, man. You know, said my mom's, you know, this is my pops, man. You know, said it was fucked up. You know, said I had to do what I had to do, man. I was a victim, man. I was a victim of circumstance, man. They're gonna look at me like I'm goddamn crazy. They're gonna look at me like I'm a fool and give me 6.5 years in the joint. That's what they're gonna do. Zig, what's up, boy? Right? Oh, sucker ass husband. XL Pro, what happened, man? Yeah, man, I'm talking about, I know his parents is pissed. I know his parents is pissed. Like, you married that fucking Puerto Rican bitch. She used to be with that black guy, Puff Diddy. You married her? You know? Only a sucker would marry Cassie. And he got sucker written all over his face. Now, before I go any further than what I'm at right now, first let it be known that any person that has ever been unwittingly sexually violated in any way and actually has been victimized against their will, my heart goes out to them. And I hope they get the healing that they need, you know, to proceed in their life and get through their trauma, right? Or should I say, learn how to cope with their trauma. Seriously. And I mean that from me, Corazon. I mean that, right? But witting participants who actually signed up for this shit, knowing what they getting into, no sympathy whatsoever. None. Zero. You don't get to play and call victim after you willingly participate in criminal or unsavory activity and behavior. No more than me or my brother Zig could call victim when he got sentenced in that goddamn courtroom for doing what we was doing out in these goddamn streets. How about that? I wish I could have cried victim in the courtroom. I'm a victim, man. I come from the ghetto, man. My mom was on drugs. My dad was on drugs, man. You know what I'm saying? I had no supervision, man. You know what I'm saying? I was a victim of my circumstances, man. Yeah. Notice what I said, Nikki. I didn't say no dude to marry her. I say ain't no real one. Ain't no man going to marry her. Ain't no real one like myself going to marry this broad. One of these sucker ass dudes might do it. One of them sucker like y'all sucker ass dudes might do it. We ain't gonna do it though. Wouldn't dare. She get clapped and that's it. Straight like that. But you want to know what's very unfortunate about this, y'all? The fact that her kids is going to have to grow up and all of this is going to be all over the internet for them to relive and relive and relive, because you know the kids is going to be real cruel with this. The kids ain't going to be playing with this. I say about another 5-10 years from now, when them little kids is like 12 and 13 and shit like that. And people can get on the phone or get on the tap the however it's going to be when they get that old, right? They're going to be able to look this up, man. And this is what I want a lot of y'all to understand when it comes to the internet and social engineering, social media. Everything we do online is archived online. Meaning, if you ever went viral or go viral, your kids 10, 15, 20 years from now will be able to type in, woman does this, man does that, Columbus, Ohio, boop, and go bring your ass up. Doing that stupid ass shit you did on camera or saying that stupid ass shit you said on camera. So I would suggest that you box very cleverly with your language online. And I would also suggest that I'm going to just say y'all box cleverly with your language. Something I've been telling y'all for years. Box cleverly with your language, man. Because they ain't playing. Right? Now, my brother L, what's good? We tapping in on Facebook and YouTube right now, man. You hear me? Listen. When this first happened, I was in a Facebook group called UWO. And I made a post in UWO and I said, this chick ain't no goddamn victim. I said, everything I'm saying now, since she ain't no victim, she's not innocent. She didn't get taken advantage of. Well, at first. Jeez, what's up, cuz? Hey, shout out to my brother Jeez for getting me hip to New Flavor Gourmet Kitchen. Shout out to my homie Chef Josh up out of that Lakewood, or what do you say, Lakefront, out of Lakefront, Cleveland. OH10 represent. My brother got the banging food spot. I'm thinking about seriously going up there tonight and try that honey bun burger out. Now, I normally wouldn't eat nothing like that, but just to try it out, you know, for content purposes. You know what I'm talking about? But shout out to Chef Josh, man. Delectable food, hands down, the second best fries in the city. No question. Right? But yeah, though, man. You know what I'm saying? I was in the UWO group, man, and I said what I'm saying. Everything I'm saying now, I've said a year ago or so. This chick ain't no victim. She was a witting participant, and she was with the shit until she decided she wasn't for whatever reason. It could be a whole bunch of reasons. I'm pretty sure it ain't just one. But one reason she ain't gonna be able to say it, I believe or accept it, like most people, is that she was a victim somehow. Was you a victim when you was ordering the baby oil? Was you a victim when you was recording? Was you a victim when you was involved in anything you was willingly involved in? No. Right? Now, we've seen the video, right? We've seen the video of them fighting and arguing and all that, right? Her basically getting her head whooped by this soft-ass, lame-ass, hoe-ass dude, Sean Combs, right? Oh, don't make no mistake. Puffy is a bitch-ass nigga, for sure. That's a fact. He need his ass kicked. That's what he need. He need a good old-fashioned fucking DP. He need a good old-fashioned get your ass behind that wall, or let's get in this laundry room DP. To those who know what I just said, y'all know what I just said, right? That's what Puff need, man. Puff need a serious DP because he's been super violating for a long time, man. Getting away with it too, right? The plot just thickens, man. You know, and I always had a feeling it was gonna come to this with this dude because he just was too flamboyant, too arrogant, saying crazy stuff on TV shows like Ellen. He just go on Ellen and just be talking crazy. And I'm just looking like, man, they're gonna get his ass. I remember that nigga went on Ellen, and man, this nigga talk about putting on baby oil, and he used baby oil to preserve his sexy paws. This nigga Puff been a fruit, man. Cassie should have finesse brand ambassador to deal with Johnson & Johnson. XL Pro, stupid as hell. You know what I'm talking about, man? Right? You know what I'm saying? Sean a sucker, man. You know? And as this stuff gets more and more exposed, like I've been telling y'all for years, it just, you know, man, I'm going to keep it real with y'all, man. I'm never one to be like, oh, I told you so. But what I am going to say is that it is absolutely a beautiful feeling. You hear me? It's absolutely beautiful when you get proven to be right. It's up there with sex. It's up there with success, because it is success, right? It's up there with a lot of stuff, man, right? And like I said, I share the stuff I share with y'all, not to like be right or anything like that, but because I actually want y'all to, or I believe it's important for us to know this type of shit, right? So that's the main reason why I do. Number two, because it's just the right shit to do, whether you agree with it or not, whether you like it or not, whether you think it's the right thing to do or it's irrelevant, right? Because at the end of the day, I'm right in the line exact. You feel me? And so is most people like myself. You know what I'm saying? So when we speaking on stuff like this, man, those of us who have been speaking on this stuff for years, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, we don't even got to say we told y'all so. Y'all seeing it happen. Like, the only thing I'm going to say is, man, you know, but one thing we ain't going to do is we ain't going to play victimhood. We don't do victimhood, right? Now, okay, we all seen a video where he basically kicked her ass on camera. But my question to y'all is, how do y'all know she didn't do something to deserve that? And then people be like, right? Like, oh, so y'all saying that there's bras out here who don't deserve to get their asses kicked? It's bras out here who ain't did shit to deserve that? I know lots of chicks that deserve some shit like that. Right? What I'm saying is, I have it hard, pause, right? I have a hard time putting people who willingly put themselves in very possibly potentially compromising situations. I have a hard time ever painting them or putting them in the aspect of a victim. Right? Because the victim would intend that you knew what was going on, that you didn't know what was going on at all. And you were victimized. I think a lot of y'all don't even understand or really know the definition of victim. Because there's more than one. Right? But see, I live in the real world, man. You know, I've been around, man. I've been out here, man. And I know how chicks get down. Yeah, I'm just what I'm saying. And that's my whole thing, XL Pro. Mutual situation. You can say it was toxic. You can say it was abusive. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying that he was justified in kicking her ass if, in fact, she didn't do anything to warrant that. And to all y'all that say that there's nothing, I beg to differ. Y'all clearly ain't been through no shit. Clearly. Because there's lots of things a chick could do to deserve just what Puff did to her ass. It's man. Where you want me to start? Anybody can be victimized. Not everybody will be, though. Even if they're somehow assaulted or afflicted or accosted in some type of way. Right? It's crazy, man. All the people, I'm talking about people was in that group, UWO, calling me a pedophile. I don't know how that came about. Saying that that I'm a victim shamer. Saying that I'm okay with chicks being sexually violated and or assaulted, which I'm absolutely not. I absolutely abhor such things. That's not what's going on here. That wasn't what's going on when we first had this situation brought to our awareness a little over a year or so ago. No, she definitely had a choice. You always have a choice. Now, some of y'all soft asses are scared to make the right choice or the necessary choice. That's what it is. We always have a choice. Yes, we do. Cassie Ventura could have chosen to stay with Ryan Leslie. That's what she could have chose to do. She could have chose that. That's what Cassie could have did. She should have did that. She should have stayed with Ryan. Like, Cassie is bad, though. I mean, I'm not a hater. The broad is bad. She's a very nice looking broad, man. Like, Cassie's bad. You feel me? Shout out to my man R-Less, one of the coldest producers, independent in the game. Truly independent. Truly independent. See, Cassie should have stayed with Ryan. Ryan was going places. Ryan has gone places. Ryan is very successful. Ryan graduated first in his class in electrical engineering from MIT and from Harvard. He was valedictorian at Harvard in his graduating class. Ryan is a musical he's a musical genius. He's a musical savant, if you would. He can literally play every instrument. He's one of the coldest producers to ever bless the music game. Produced a lot of songs for a lot of people, including Cassie. Ryan and Cassie were in a, I'm going to say, a lightweight relationship, business, romantic relationship, as he was, they were boyfriend and girlfriend, but he also was an upcoming producer, right? Songwriter, producer, and she was she's an artist, so it made sense for them to get together. It was Ryan that got Cassie discovered by Diddy. It was Ryan who bought Cassie to Diddy. Now, I don't think Ryan bought Cassie to Diddy in the capacity of, he was trying to get his girl signed, and Ryan had a situation through his Next Level Entertainment imprint through Sony when he had his solo joint venture deal with Sony. He was signing, Cassie was already signed to Next Level through Sony. See, Bad Boy was through Arista, Universal, right? So Ryan was going to shop Cassie to the labels at a meeting. Who was at the meeting? Diddy. Ryan and Diddy had a relationship through mutual acquaintances. And, Diddy wasn't interested in signing this broad until he saw her. And that's when he made his move. He seen that Cassie was a little thirsty to be famous, wanting to be the next J-Lo, Puerto Rican chick from New York. And Puffy sunk his teeth in her. And she was so enamored by Puffy because, wow, I want to be the next J-Lo. I'm going to be a big, huge star like J-Lo. I'm going to be an actress. I'm going to be a singer. Start my own clothing line. Would be the next J-Lo. Puffy had other plans. So Puff basically steals my nigga Ryan's bitch. Basically said, nigga, you know what it is. Your bitch chose me. And Ryan, being him, knowing he's going to be successful anyway. I mean, he's already successful at this point. He has an independent joint deal with Sony, through which his imprint, Label Entertainment imprint, Next Level Entertainment, is which he released independently his own music using Sony as the distribution. That had a 50-50 joint venture deal. Ryan is very intelligent. Like I said, he graduated top of his class from Harvard, and he was valedictorian. He graduated with an advanced degree in fucking electrical engineering. And he's a musical genius. He can literally play every instrument, and he's a dope producer. Produce songs for some of your favorite artists. Write songs for a lot of your favorite artists. Ryan Leslie, or Les. Shout out to Ryan Leslie, right? See, Cassie should have stayed with Ryan. Ryan has always been, and is still to this day, independent. Ryan created an app called the Superphone, to which he live streams, direct connect, source the consumer connection with his fan base, which is 1 million+ people, and he markets to them his music, his merch. He performs around the world to his niche audience who loves what he does and supports what he does. And he created the app around that for other artists like Cassie. And if Cassie would have just stayed with Ryan, she would be rich, wealthy right now. Maybe her and Ryan would have got together. Maybe they wouldn't have. Maybe they would have kept it business and they just would have been rich together, because Ryan Leslie is a very wealthy guy. He's very wealthy, very successful. And you don't hear about him because he stayed low key. He's seen what the industry music was, the music industry was about when he had the possible situation with Puffy. He's seen the move Puffy did. He ain't want no more to do with it. Independent from that day on out. Do a lot of collaborations, producing with a lot of artists that are signed to labels, but he has his next level imprint, which is his label, which he gets independently. When I say, see, people say he ain't independent if he getting distributed through Sony. Now he is independent. He's just using the plug to get his product out there, and he cutting them in on what he make. He's not beholden to Sony in any way. They got a 50-50 joint venture. Right? He owns all the copyrights. They get to reap as many profits as he's allowing them to make. Right? Without fucking himself over. Y'all understand business first, man. Right? Shout out to Ryan Leslie, man. Cassie should have stayed with Ryan. That's what she should have did. But nope. Further taken away from her being a victim. She wanted to be famous. She wanted to be a big, huge star playing movies. She played in what, 2? Really didn't do that good in either one of them. And I'm not hating. I'm just saying, look at the fucking critics. What the critics were saying. Look at the movie reviews. She played in Step Up, The Streets. She played in Dirty Dancing, Havana Nights. And any other movie she played in, I'm not privy to. She got a couple albums out, if I'm not mistaken. Right? I mean, besides, she got the look. That's what I'm saying. Cassie got the look. She has the look. She's pretty. She's Latina. She's got a nice body. She can moderately sing. She can dance. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know? Right? And had she stayed with Ryan, maybe she would actually be successful. Maybe she would actually have some bread. Maybe she would have actually made some good music. Because I'm sitting here telling you, ain't no way in hell you're going to be being solely produced by a guy as talented as Ryan Leslie and not have a mediocre success career. At least. Tasha, oh, babe, what's happening, baby? Right? But nah. Cassie wanted to be famous, man. She wanted to be rich and famous, man. You know, she wanted to be the next J-Lo, man. You did? She wanted to be the next J-Lo, man. She wanted to be the next triple threat, singer, dancer, actor. Nah, that wasn't in the plans for her. Puffy knew off top that if she would just leave Ryan in the way she did just to come fuck with him, he knew off top that she was willing to do anything. Like, you gonna start fucking with Ryan? Like, Ryan's the man right now. Like, you should probably fuck with Ryan. Huh? Nope. Diddy seen her? So, oh, another little bad little mommy. Got her. Invited her to come to one of them parties. She came. Who's to say that Cassie hasn't been to a party before Diddy? Do y'all understand that Cassie was a signed, known artist before she ever got with Sean Combs? Cassie is like a lot of y'all bras and a lot of y'all niggas. A lot of y'all will do anything to be famous, anything to be lit, anything to be popping, anything. Put a number 11 in the chat if I'm lying. And when it comes to being connected and, you know what I'm saying, to a guy like Sean, You know, that's the epitome. And Cassie was with the shits, man. Flat out. She just was, man. She just was. And I think a lot of y'all chicks, it's hard for y'all to accept that because most of y'all chicks have not done sexually degrading, embarrassing, and shameful shit in y'all's life. See, I know bras that have sit up here and did some nasty shit that I know they're ashamed of. I know they're ashamed of. They're going to take it to their graves with them, like how most chicks do. It's chicks out here who have done the most depraved, I'm talking about despicable, nasty, I'm talking about immoral shit sexually. And they're going to take it to their grave with them. And that's the majority. That's not the minor. That's the majority of these chicks out here. People, period. But especially these chicks. These chicks will take nasty, filthy secrets to the grave with them. They won't tell nobody about that time in college when they let them dudes run a train on them. They won't tell nobody about that time back in middle school when they let everybody in the hood clap her up in the trap. They ain't gonna talk about that. Let's be real. Fuck all that sentimental shit. All that victim shit. Victimhood don't play no part over here at A-Real Talk. We don't do victimhood over here. I don't do victimhood. At all. Not even a little bit. To anybody. Unless they're actually a victim. Right? I'm talking about just nastiness.
Ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura gave graphic testimony today at the trial of Sean P. Diddy Combs. The 38-year-old singer says Diddy was frequently violent. Make the wrong face, and the next thing I knew, I was getting hit in the face. She was asked about this now notorious hotel surveillance video that shows Diddy beating and kicking her.
Yeah, he's dead wrong for that. He's dead wrong for that. Y'all get out y'all feelings, man. He's dead wrong for that. He a sucker for that. Right? And my thing to say that is, yes, there's absolutely some shit that Cassie could have said and done to deserve that. I'm going to repeat it just in case y'all didn't hear me. I'm going to take my glasses off so y'all can see that I'm serious. And I'm not just saying this for fanfare. I'm not saying it for shock and awe. I'm not saying it for views or likes. I'm saying it because I truly fucking feel, right? Which I don't talk about a lot, right? Yes, there are some things that Cassie Ventura could have said and done to deserve that on that video. Yes. Did she? That could be argued. I'm not saying she did. I'm not saying she didn't. I don't know. Right? But I'm not led by my emotional heartstrings like most of y'all, so you know, they're going to have to prove it in court. She can say whatever she wants. The videotape can show what the videotape show. Just the fact that he's beating her ass like this, which he's dead wrong for, if she didn't deserve it, if she didn't say or do anything to deserve it, let me take the say back. If she didn't physically do anything, well, she could say something because she could. So, yeah, you know, if she didn't say or do anything to deserve it, then no, he dead wrong. He a sucker for that. But that's past the statute of limitations. I mean, he literally cannot be charged for this. They cannot charge him for this. I wonder how many of y'all understand that. Because this ain't even what he ain't in jail for this. This videotape. This is not what he's in jail for. Let's go.
Wait, She says she suffered busted lips and bruises
Suck
all over
shit.
her body. A lot of the people inside had to put their head down because they were having a hard time watching that video. She arrived at Manhattan Federal Court wearing dark glasses, a brown coat, and turtleneck dress. It was the first time they'd been in the same room together in 6 years. What was Diddy's reaction when Cassie walked in?
And I don't believe that.
What we've seen so far with her being on the stand is he's being interactive with his defense counsel, and he has been taking notes, passing those notes to his defense counsel, because this cross-examination of Cassie is going to be very intense. Cassie Ventura is in the 9th month of her pregnancy and could give birth at any time. On the witness stand, she often rested her hand.
How convenient is it? See, this is how my critical thinking mind works. See, I'm not led by my emotions like most of y'all. I think critically. I use deductive reasoning, process of elimination, dot connecting, right? Me being not led by my emotional heartstrings allows me to look at things for what they actually are. Totally unbiased, not taking no side, looking at everything, right? Now, when I look at this situation, man, right? And let's just run this back real quick.
Notes to his defense counsel, because this cross-examination of Cassie is going to be very intense. Cassie Ventura is in the 9th month of her pregnancy and could give birth at any time.
She's pregnant in her 9th. What are the odds that they would set the trial in a month that this chick would be in her, that towards the end of her 3rd trimester in her pregnancy, as if the prosecution didn't know this, as if the lawyers didn't know this, as if Diddy didn't know this. Everybody knew she was pregnant. Mighty convenient of her to have her, possibly have her baby at any given day now. Coincidence or could be argued, right? I just think that's very, very interesting. I think that's quite interesting that in her end of her 3rd trimester of her 3rd pregnancy, the end of her 3rd trimester, the end of her 3rd trimester, 3 of her 3rd pregnancy with her 3rd child. If y'all think this stuff doesn't have significance, hey, you can think whatever you want, right? It's just odd to me how she's going to be getting cross-examined on the witness stand at such a stage in her life to where at any given day she could be giving birth and be in a hospital for anywhere up to maybe 30 days or more, possibly. See, I see the play or the possible potential play before it plays out. So, right? Am I reaching? Could be argued. But I just think that's interesting. I think that's very interesting that when she's supposed to be testifying against this dude, she could almost at any given moment be absconded away because, you know, she's in her 3rd trimester, in her 3rd pregnancy. So, you know, whatever. Let's go.
On the witness stand, she often rested her hands on her baby bump and shifted in her chair. She also spoke in a very low voice and frequently dabbed her eyes with tissues. In view of her advanced pregnancy, the judges agreed to grant breaks about every 90 minutes. She described sex orgies in which Diddy would watch me with another person and actually direct us on what we were doing.
See, this is what Sean should have been doing. Sean, you could have just opened up a porn, a sexual adult video studio. You could have did that, man. Totally legal. NDAs, contracts, everything official like a referee with a whistle. Right? Let's get to it.
Between work, parent-teacher conferences,
smash that like button,
dance
click on the bell,
practice,
subscribe to
all
the
the
page,
sports, and
man.
so much more, I'm booked.
Before we begin, please be advised that viewer discretion is strongly recommended. None of the content presented here has been exaggerated or taken out of context. These are the exact statements made by the defense team and Cassie Ventura in a federal court on May 15th, 2025. Some words have been censored to comply with until proven guilty. Listen at your own discretion. What you're about to hear is the full cross-examination testimony given by Cassie Ventura today from beginning to end.
Ms. Ventura, you loved Mr. Combs, correct?
I did.
For 11 years, you took care of him.
In some ways,
You called him larger than life.
I did.
Others called him Diddy or Puff Daddy, but you called him Sean, right?
Yes.
You knew a version of him the rest of the world couldn't see, right?
At this moment, the prosecution objected, but was
Leading the
overruled.
witness.
In ways.
You kept coming back to him for 11 years?
I wouldn't say coming back.
You believed he loved you too.
I did believe he loved me too.
So when he cheated on you, it hurt.
Not every time.
Not every time, man. And see, I know real victims, right? People who have been sexually violated in ways that most of y'all will not be able to stomach listening to. I know real victims, people who were forced to do things against their will. People who tried to get away, actually tried to call the police, and the police told them, nah. So, I mean, even for me, and I got to take some reflection and recollection list for myself, it ain't just so easy to tell somebody to call the police, because it's not that they scared or don't want to call the police. They did. The police ain't do shit. Especially when it comes to a guy like Sean, who probably got police on payroll. Right? Let's go.
At this moment, the defense said,
Bring up this defense exhibit.
but the prosecution objected and said it was not in evidence. And the judge agreed that it was not in evidence. Then they continued.
Ms. Ventura, read this just to yourself. Why did you send this message?
To let him know I was going to dinner.
What was going on when these messages were sent?
I'm not sure.
What was going on in your relationship then?
It was early. We were loving.
I offer it.
At this moment, the prosecution objected on the grounds of being offered the truth, but was overruled.
Please read.
I wrote, I love you, smiley face. I'll fly anywhere for you. I love you.
Right? Cassie was with the shit. She was wittingly and involved in every aspect of what this goofy ass dude had going on. She loved it. She liked it. She was excited about it. She couldn't wait to do it. And up until it stopped serving her, that's when, or, because there's always other perspectives. There's always possibilities. How about Cassie Ventura was sick on Sean Combs? How about Cassie Ventura was what we call a MK Ultra Project Monarch Butterfly or Red Robin? How many of y'all are familiar with such terminology? What if Cassie was his handler? Huh? See, I go where most people ain't willing to go. Like I say, I'm totally fair and unbiased, unlike most of y'all. Right? How do we know that Cassie wasn't placed to be with Puffy? To keep an eye on him, to keep him a sexual deviant. To get more and more and more on him at the expense of her. Now, if y'all didn't catch what I just said, I said Project Monarch out of MK Ultra. Google it. Do your research. Go watch movies like La Film Nakita. Go watch movies like The Red Room. if you think that's not some real shit or some bullshit. Am I saying that Cassie is a La Femme Nikita? Possibly. Could be argued. But it's a possibility is what I'm saying. It's something that most people would never entertain because y'all get drawn in by y'all's emotional heartstrings and y'all just accept what these people through the mainstream media who have constantly lied to us and still do. And now y'all want to believe something when it goes along with your with your confirmation bias. These Orwellian terms that don't mean shit. That's what I'm presenting. I say Cassie wasn't a victim. At no point in her whole interaction was she ever a victim. She could have been left when she wanted to, but it was going to be consequences behind that. See, and that's another thing to y'all chicks out there. Consequences come with your actions and your inactions. So box cleverly. Cassie was so thirsty to be famous, so thirsty to be lit. And when she seen that she could possibly have a situation going on with Sean, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Brother Love, Combs of Bad Boy Entertainment, used to be with J-Lo. Oh my God, man, she was enamored. It was nothing that Cassie would not have done. Cause she that type of broad. Just like a lot of y'all broads, there's nothing y'all would not have done that Carisha wasn't willing to do. That Cassie wasn't willing to do. Y'all chicks be killing me like y'all just holier than thou art. I know chicks that did way nastier shit than what Cassie was talking about in real life, right here in Columbus, Ohio, Jack.
Cass, this 2009 email.
At this moment, the prosecution objected on the grounds of hearsay, and the judge told the defense to ask more questions.
From BlackBerry, what is BG?
Baby girl.
What did you write?
You hungry, Pop Pop?
And Mr. Combs wrote to you, we are so in love, we don't do anything else. How long had you been seeing each other?
Like 2.5 years.
Please read this, 1364.
I haven't talked to you at all. You don't even try. You rush me off the phone. I'm really hurt. I don't need your money. I need some attention.
You wanted your special time with Mr. Combs?
Yes.
You testified that you told him, I love you so much, you make me a better woman.
I definitely wrote those messages.
You wrote, I can't wait until we have a baby of our own. You knew that he had 6 children at the time?
Cassie is just a regular bop, man. Like a lot of y'all. Just a bop. A pretty bop. Like a lot of y'all. And she's an opportunist. Like a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all sit up here and take insurmountable amounts of abuse, dysfunction, just to have a lit lifestyle. So, man, y'all can miss me with that victim shit, man. A victim would imply that she was unaware of what was going on. A victim would imply, right, a lot of things. I just don't believe it. Based off of the evidence that we've been shown, I can't come to the conclusion that this broad is a victim.
Yes.
Now,
in any way, even after she felt like she was cool with
you
dude.
know it doesn't matter to me. You mean weekend or weekday, either is fine.
That's what it says.
Mr. Combs says, maybe we can call Jules.
Right? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page.
Maybe we can call
Share your
Jules.
social engineering.
Can you do it?
Yes.
This was an explicit message from you about the upcoming freak off.
At this moment, the prosecution objected, and it ended in a recess called by the judge. But once they returned, they continued.
Ms. Ventura, this is from Mr. Combs to you. You respond with an extremely explicit message, right?
Yes.
This is 2 days after planning a freak off, right?
Yes.
He said, I want to see How did you reply?
I can't wait either.
You wrote, I feel like I want to right?
That's what it says.
Mr. Combs says, I'm so horny I can't concentrate. What do you say?
That I'll go to Dwayne Reed for candles and then set up the room.
Did you understand that he was going to take another video of you?
At this moment, the prosecution objected on.
I mean, you know, even if it gets to the situation to where you feel like it gets toxic, it's getting toxic, and you're no longer okay with it, right? The fact that you stay, right? The fact that you stay in an environment that you know you or think or believe you telling yourself you don't want to be here, but yet you stay, you can't cry victim. Only children can cry victim, or people who are literally being held against their will, like literally against their will. Cassie wasn't held nowhere with Puffy against her will. She could have got away from dude. Or could she? Why couldn't she get away from dude? Maybe because she was in too deep. Maybe because she was involved with a lot of this shit. Maybe because if she was stupid and tried this shit earlier, which I don't even think she was on. I think she was put up to all of this, if you ask me. I think Cassie was put up to all of this by the powers that be. That's what I think and believe. Right? I don't have no evidence to corroborate this theory of mine, if you would, but it's what I believe, and I'm letting y'all know that I have nothing to prove what I'm saying. This is my speculation, though. Right? Yeah. Straight like that. She was with it, man. And even after she felt like she wasn't with it, she stayed. The fact that you stay in a situation that you know doesn't serve you, right? You're still a witting participant. Because no one in their right mind would willingly stay in a situation that did not serve them in any way, specifically in becoming the better version of themselves. Right? And that's what you get when you deal with guys of this caliber. All y'all girls think y'all want to do with money, millionaire, la, la, la. These niggas got money. These niggas got power, influence. They can do stuff. They can have stuff done. They're connected to very powerful people. Most of y'all chicks will never meet a Puff Daddy in life ever. Most of y'all, if in front of that nigga, wouldn't know what to do. Exactly. I was thinking that. Exactly, XL Pro. My man XL Pro. Shout out to XL Pro. XL Pro said, I was thinking that, especially after taking money and speaking in court, money should have prevented her from court appearance. Exactly. Exactly. She waited to 7. She waited to the statutes of limit, or whoever her handler or handlers are, waited to after the statute of limitations so she couldn't be criminally charged in anything. Because she was involved with all the stuff that they trying to charge him with, that they can charge him with, but in a state court wouldn't never stick. This is why it's federal. Most of y'all don't even understand how the law system works in this country on a state level, on a federal level. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't comprehend it. Have no experience with it, which you shouldn't. I unfortunately have a very thorough experience with the judicial justice system, specifically in Ohio, as well as the federal system too. I mean, I'm not proud of that, but it is what it is, man. I've been in the courtroom in front of a judge, not a jury, but a prosecutor. I've been there. I know what happens. I know what goes down. I've been to trials. Right? You can't stay in the situation not against your will, right? This is why I say Cassie had handlers. She didn't come about this of her own volition. She just she don't seem like she's that smart. Like, I'm not saying she's not now, because she could be a diabolical broad, but I don't think she is. I don't think she's that intelligent. I don't think she's that criminally insane, because you have to be criminally insane to conjure up such a thing to be able to even think about some shit like this. I think Cassie has handlers. I think Cassie was specifically, strategically placed with Sean, or put in a position where he could acquire her. Now, I'm not putting no blame on my brother Ryan, man. You know what I'm saying? Or let me correct what I'm saying, son, a little bit. I believe after she got with Puff, after ditching my homie Ryan to the side, I believe at some point in her relationship with Puff, Cassie was approached and offered something in order to stay with this dude, keep tabs on this dude, make sure he stays a sexual deviant, make sure you can get him on camera doing the most egregious, saying the most egregious, stupid shit that's going to fry his ass in the future. That's what I believe. It's called honey trap, honey pots. It's actually a thing. And that's what I believe Cassie was. Or became. This is what she became. Right? So they can do exactly what they're doing to his ass right now. Sad part about all this is that Puffy fuck around and get off. Everything that they are accusing him of doing, they have no proof he did it. Zero. None. As far as physical evidence to actually convict him. Where's the proof? Okay, so now we calling, well, that is illegal. I want y'all to know, if you pay sex workers to travel across state lines to perform sex acts for money, that is illegal. Because prostitution is not legal in most states, save for, I think, Vegas and New Jersey. Now, I could be wrong with that. But I want y'all to understand that prostitution is not legal. Selling sex is not legal. It is very illegal. I just want y'all to know that. Right? Freakoffs, man. They was getting to it, Jack. Listen.
Rounds of speculation, and the judge told the defense to move on.
You ask, any pills on you?
Yes.
What pills were you taking then?
Opiates?
You deleted videos on your devices, right?
Yes.
What did you write?
That I need to feel this is my husband, the only one who will see this side of me.
Were you afraid?
The only one who will see this side of her? Damn. Yeah, man, you see Russell Simmons got up through, but don't make no mistake. If they really wanted Russell Simmons' ass, they would go get him. I don't want y'all to ever think that these people who run this society, run this world, and this incoming system, I don't want y'all to think that these people are stupid. I don't want you to think they're nice. And I don't want you to think that they don't have their eyes on everything and everybody. I want y'all to understand that the people who run this world and society and this reality, they have it all covered. There is nothing about us they do not know. You can't hide from them. You're not going to you're not going to sink away into obscurity unscathed unless you are completely off the grid, which most of us absolutely are not and ain't even trying to be. Flat out. I want y'all to stop having this sense of this thought process of that we still have something called privacy, that we still can be secretive. No, that shit is dead. Privacy gone. It's over with. No more privacy. Clearly. I want y'all to get that privacy shit out y'all's head. They're always watching. They're always listening. You can best believe they know everything about you. They know stuff about you that you don't know about you. How about that? And they put dudes like Puffy in front of us, man, as examples. If you don't want to be like this dude, do completely opposite of everything he did. Cassie ain't no victim, man. At no point in her interaction with this guy was she ever a victim. Right? Because a victim would imply that she could not leave and she was held against her will, which she absolutely was not. She could have left whenever she wanted to. It just would have been severe consequences for doing so. That's the type of stuff you wouldn't get yourself engaged with when you deal with men of this caliber, or should I say males of this caliber, because Sean Combs is the furthest thing away from a man. Men don't watch other males smash bras in front of them. That's not what men do. Men don't tell broads to get their nails painted white and then tell them to go sequester male prostitutes for the purpose of having sexual interactions with each other physically, money paying them to come freak off. That's men don't participate in freak-offs. That ain't what we do. And I'm telling you right now, Jack, I'm 100,000,000,000% man. And I don't want nothing to do with a freak-off. Yeah, y'all acting like Diddy was John Gotti, trying to charge him with RICO charges. What did he criminally enterprise? What criminal enterprise was he continuing? What money was being laundered through this enterprise? Where's the drugs? Where's the guns? Where's the people saying that they were part of this criminal organization? Where's the other people within this criminal organization who's been booked, bagged and tagged, and been charged with charges? Where they at? Where's the surveillance? Where's the phone calls of him trafficking? Where's the phone calls of them putting together sex freak-offs? You know, selling sex is a crime, but having sex is not, especially when it comes to willing participants. If we get together, pause. If a couple if people get together and want to have a sex orgy, that is not illegal. It's not illegal for people to meet up in a house and just all start fucking each other. That is not illegal to do. What is illegal to do is to charge people to come be a part of it. That's illegal. What is illegal is if people are getting paid to do this. That's illegal. What also is illegal is to charge people for it and also put it on camera and stream it. That is illegal. It is illegal to put people on camera without their consent in such a way. So excuse me if I remove the victimhood from this situation. It is gone, defunct, non-existent. And you want to know the crazy part about this? The real victims, the people who really been victimized from this whole situation or from Diddy in its entirety, we don't hear nothing from them. They're the ones that actually called the police. They're the ones that actually told they people, went to the police. And look what happened to them. Nothing. So, you know what I'm talking about, man? You know, we got to keep it 1,000, man. And over here, A Real Talk Podcast, that is exactly what are we going to do. I don't give a damn how anybody feel about it. You can be offended. That's okay. Choose not to be is what I'm going to tell you. Because you don't have to be. It's not like you got any personal connection to Cassie. And as far as like your personal experience, whatever you experience, my condolences go to you. I hope Lord all high, mighty, I hope the host high God, Yeshua Mashiach, gives you the understanding and the, you know what I'm saying, the peace of mind and heart to get through that situation so you can better learn how to cope and live with it. Because the trauma happened. You can't untrauma the trauma. You can't undo the trauma that you experienced. You got to learn how to live with that shit, man. Cope with that shit. You got to learn how to catch it by its goddamn neck and pull out the Ginzu and cut its fucking head off. That's what you got to learn how to do. Right? You know? Questions, comments, concerns? Right? Let's go.
That Mr. Combs was only seeing you for sex in this way?
That was a concern.
You still were not public in your relationship with him?
Correct.
Were freak-offs important?
Integral to us.
So y'all want me to think abroad is a victim, and she said that the freak-offs were integral. The freak-offs were integral. The freak-offs were a necessity. They were a very important and significant, valuable part of their interaction with each other. Kind of like saying it's what it's based off of. I'm not myself with you if we're not freaking off. And y'all want us real ones to believe that this broad is a victim. Man, y'all gotta be fucking crazy, man.
Who was at your 21st birthday party in Las Vegas?
Britney Spears, Dallas Austin.
How did you get them there?
They came for Sean.
You're very beautiful and charming.
Thank you.
It's true. Who is Tommy Mottola?
A well-known producer.
You were an up-and-coming star?
I guess you could say that.
After you signed with Bad Boy, things were still platonic.
Yes.
You had a rough performance.
106 in Park. It did not go well for me.
How did he help you after that?
We did a YouTube video. He said, everybody makes mistakes.
What was wrong?
I couldn't hear myself.
You were dating Mr. Leslie. How much older than you was he?
10 years.
Then you...
So Cassie was older than Ryan. I didn't know this.
Traveled to Miami with Mr. Combs. The flyer of the event was just a cover to spend time with Mr. Combs.
Oh, my fault. My bad. I read that wrong. Ryan's 10 years older than her. Which ain't a bad 10 year, ain't a bad span. Rule of thumb for us brothers when you want to date younger chicks, don't go no younger than half your age plus 7 years. Half your age plus 7. That's the youngest you should go. You shouldn't go no younger than that. That's some game for you.
That's true.
You had a tattoo of Mr. Leslie's initials on your body, right?
Yes.
How many tattoos did you have then?
At this moment, the prosecution objected on the grounds of relevance. The judge overruled it and said, but let's keep it moving.
3.
The one on your arm?
No regrets.
Mr. Combs taught you how to do oral sex.
He did.
Look at this. Tell me when you're ready. Can you read it?
You can read it. It's making me laugh. It's from 2007.
It's making her laugh. She's saying this stuff on the stand.
You wrote, I feel protected. You are sweet. You wrote, I see that Carrie is better fitting for you.
Ah, Carrie. Could she be talking about Carrie Hilson with her fine ass? Carrie Hilson bad.
I'm hurt that you think I'm malicious. You're very important to me. Cass. What were you trying to convey?
It's like a journal entry.
You discussed Carrie Morgan. Did you think Mr. Combs was attracted to her?
Oh, Carrie Morgan.
There was a point in the very beginning.
Did that complication carry on in your relationship?
Not really. Carrie was just always with us.
I'd like to start asking about freak-offs. Sometimes you wore a wig and a mask?
Yes.
The general public did not know.
At this moment, the prosecution objected, and the judge told the defense to rephrase the question.
No one knew until November 2023 in the public.
Yes.
Fair to say his career was ruined after your lawsuit?
I can understand that.
Let's read these messages. Mr. Combs wrote, "When are you on your period?"
No, now.
What you be thinking about when you horny? Ms. Ventura, if you don't want to read the answers, I can read them.
Thank you.
The O has lots of oohs after it, right?
Yes.
After a freak off, you'd make love with Mr. Combs?
Yes.
Your period. Mr. Combs is asking when you're on it, right?
Yep.
He's asking in the context of when to meet up and have sex.
Looks like it.
Sometimes you watched him with a female?
2 or 3 times.
2 or 3 times.
Did you talk with Mr. Combs about the swingers lifestyle?
That no one talks about it.
Were you keeping Freakoffs secret from your friends?
Yes.
His assistants helped him?
With everything.
Would you remember if an assistant came in during one of your sessions with an escort?
Not necessarily. I was high.
So you don't remember much?
I had my privacy invaded a lot during that relationship.
This is from July 2012. You say to Mr. Combs, I'm horny and bored. This was after a freak off, right?
There are a lot of texts here.
At this moment, the prosecution said, I would...
Not necessarily. I was high.
So you don't remember much?
I had my privacy invaded a lot during that relationship.
This helped him?
With everything.
Would you remember if an assistant came in during one of your sessions with an escort?
Not necessarily. I was high.
So you don't remember much?
I had my privacy invaded a lot during that relationship.
This is from July 2012. You say to Mr. Combs, I'm horny and bored.
I'm horny and bored. Cassie a bop, man. She a true slew. A true ratch. I'm talking about they tearing her ass up on that witness stand. And it's crazy to me how people can still see her as a victim, though. I think it's insane, right? See what it is? See, a lot of chicks can sympathize with Cassie because they've done nasty, lascivious, whorish, straight, just nasty shit in these streets. And they ain't nowhere near the level of a Cassie. It's some of these chicks that have sit up here and done did nasty shit, man. I know for a fact. Shit that they're going to take to their grave. Cassie would have took this to the grave if her handlers didn't put her up to it. Because I know this. The realness in me is letting me know that if Cassie could have kept this whole thing a secret, she would have never said nothing about any of this shit. That's how I know she's being handled. Someone put her up to it. Who? That could be argued. Right? But I'm about to get up out of here, y'all, because I got to go get my hair cut. You dig? I'm about to go holler at my brother, Mr. Pringles the Barber, and get crispy on y'all. Thanks for everybody for tapping in. You know, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all, man. Listen, I know I say a lot of crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? I know I say a lot of crazy stuff, man. And but I mean everything I say. I'm not joking. I'm not doing it for fanfare. I'm not doing it for shock all. None of that. This is truly what I think. You hear me? And I said it when it first happened, and I'm gonna say it now. She ain't no victim. And I think all this, her coming on the witness stand, is proving that she ain't no victim. Right? Put a number 11 in the chat if you think Cassie is a victim. Put a number 12 if you think she ain't. We're going to get about it. We're going to be back later on the night. You already know it's the Friday night wrap up. We're going to get straight to it later on the night in a couple more hours at 9 o'clock. I'm about to go to the barber shop and get crispy on y'all real quick. Shout out to Mr. Pringles the Barber. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, man. Once you wittingly involved with some shit, you don't get to play victim. You don't get to play victim. If it comes to a point you involved with some lascivious shit and you don't like it anymore, you need to get the fuck up through. Right? And you need to be willing to take whatever consequences come along with that. If that means you got to go duck and run and stash off somewhere because you was dealing with a nigga who's going to try to hunt you down and find you and kill you, and that's what the fuck you got to do. You ain't no damn victim. How you gonna be a victim when you was with this shit, sending texts like that? How you gonna call yourself a victim when you say, I love the freak off? You know I love the freak off. How you gonna say that you a victim and you talking about some, I'm horny and I'm bored after a freak off, after you just sit up here and let different dudes clap your cheeks? How you gonna say you a victim when you sit up here and procure women, procure male prostitutes, had sex wittingly, willingly with male prostitutes, female prostitutes, for the purpose of freaking off to please Diddy and yourself? You can't call victim after that. Even if you at some point didn't want to do it no more, you stayed around, which means that that was your consent. The fact that you stay in such a volatile environment, that is your consent. I wouldn't be surprised if they start making that shit the law, man. I thought that was an unspoken thing, man. How you gonna wittingly, willingly involve yourself with some shit, and then when shit stop going your way, now you a victim? Oh, now you a victim? Nah, I can't call victim. When I was out there in the streets doing my thing, when I got sentenced, I couldn't go in front of the judge like, man, I was a victim, man. My mom was on drugs, man. My dad was on drugs, man. You know, so I was in the hood, man. It was gangs, man. It was dope. It was money, man. I had to get to it, man. I'm a victim of my circumstance, of my situation. I'm a victim. 6.5 years. They didn't give a damn about my mama, a damn about my daddy. They damn sure didn't give a damn about my daughter. They didn't give a damn about my sister. They didn't give a damn about my brother. Rest in the essence of the carry. They didn't give a damn about none of that shit. What makes you think these people give a damn about Cassie? They will use her just to get this person right here, all while destroying her in the process. And she got her old corny, lame ass husband up there just looking goofy. Man. And the reason why I say he ain't going nowhere, because he going to divorce. I said, nah, he ain't going nowhere. He knew that this broad and told that white boy, unless she didn't. Because like I said earlier, y'all know chicks take shit to the grave with them. Right? So who's to say, right? Who's to say she didn't tell? She probably did. Maybe she didn't tell him. Maybe he's green. Maybe he thought he just got with Cassie Ventura, who used to be with Puffy, and that relationship is over with, and now he got her now, and he has his children, and they're married, and that's his wife, and you know, she's just a good girl. Beautiful Latina. Maybe he didn't know nothing about them nasty ass, lascivious ass, demonic ass freak offs. So yeah, man, you know what I'm talking about, man? Excuse me if I don't believe the bitch, but I don't. My experience, not just my personal, but surrounding environment, places I've been, people I know, you know, same thing across the board, across the country, north, south, east, west to Midwest. You know, Cassie just, you know, who's to say that she wanted to even do this? How do you know that Cassie is not being put up? Like I know for a fact, but I strongly believe and think that she's being put up to this. She'd rather not talk about it, discuss it. She'd rather have just slipped off into obscurity. But nope. That's let you know what's some shit going on in this situation. Y'all gonna be sorry if this dude get let go. Right? But we're gonna get up out of here, man. Y'all smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering. I appreciate everybody coming through. You already know what to do. Later on tonight, we about to get straight to it. You understand me? Friday night wrap up, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Me and my brother King L. Y'all already know what it is. You did. You know? Hey, man. Sexual deviancy is at an all-time high, right? And I want to encourage y'all, because I see it on social engineering like everybody else. Everybody's just so sexually driven, sexually motivated. You go on Facebook, Instagram, all you see is post about people's sexual exploits, their sexual endeavors, their sexual desires, prowess, things of a sexual nature. And then we just be shocked and awe, right? Shocked and awfied when we hear about shit like this. It's crazy, man. If anybody's a victim, it's them two little girls, or the little boy and the girl, whatever it's them two children, and the one that's in her stomach. Them is the victims, right? Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all afternoon. We will be back at 9 o'clock. You did. Smash that like button, click on the subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering, you know. E&E every day, all day, no days off. You understand me? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. You know, support your interests. Support your brethren, your brother. You feel me? I know I support mine, right? One thing I definitely do is support Black-owned business. That's what I do. You feel me? I love doing it too. Pause. Right? What the fuck's going on? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. You know what I'm talking about? We're about to get
when
up
you're busy or you have a great idea, you just want to get things down on paper. Grammarly is always catching things that you need. My name is Claudia. I'm a marketing.
I know everybody.
That's not necessary.
And that's
Put grit in it.
All right.
That's not necessary.
That's not necessary.
Put grit in it.
See y'all later.
It's going to hurt.
Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on all of our black kings. All black everything, we got black tea. All black coffee, man, I don't add green. North give you all you need, no more caffeine. Close down the whole set, no more casting. Remove targets off our back like a black team. We keep growing up the game like a black team. The girl got a problem with me, then get at me. I'm tired to a bumper, now you got a drag queen. You can't stop me, you old as jalopy. This is past me, and I got it photocopied. Caught up on film, flow, tracks are sloppy. Trying to attack me, you a carbon copy. I see the heat like Timothy blocks, and I charge for a look, put me in a penalty box. Man, I'm killing the ops while I look at my watch. All hands on deck like the time on the clock. Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on our black
Keep
kings.
my grass cut low to catch a glimpse of the snakes. Devilish serpents with purpose to steal your cake. Smiling in your face while they got their eyes on your safe. Yeah. Boy, they hate your man, they make you do some foul things. Switch up on your niggas like the numbers when the Dow change. When I'm with familiar, still a grind like a broke. Take it for granted, shit be gone in the proof of smoke. Better put your plan in action, niggas get too used to hope. Formulated the plan, calculated the steps. 2020, my vision, see my way to the check. Get it. Only way is up, I made my way to the steps. Let's go. Look, only way to move is building kingdom shit. Niggas won't make a move, want you to bring them shit. But God bless the child that can hold his own. They want to give you numbers in his cell like a mobile phone. But fuck a cop any wicked, you this was just fuck. Cause niggas on the edge, there for you to push. Bullets loaded tight up in that magazine. Bring a nightmare to American dreams.
Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on our black kings.